What's going on, team? Travis Kennedy here, former Navy SEAL, owner of Kennedy Defensive Solutions, and today I'm going to be talking about the 4 firearm safety rules. Check this out.
Have trigger discipline and finger discipline always, okay? How we make sure this gun is clear and safe, okay? We make sure there's nothing in the, no magazine in the mag well, okay? We can lock the slide of the rear. I'm checking the breech, checking the mag well, and this gun is clear and safe.
All right, look, before I get into this, please like, subscribe, hit the bell so you get notifications when I put new videos up. Comment below, let me know what you think. Look, I'm bringing this back because everyone needs to get refreshed on fundamentals, and I often see these things get messed up and mishaps happen if there's a break in whatever in these perspective rules. Okay, look, firearm safety is critical for those who participate in firearms, those who own firearms, those who are looking to buy firearms. Okay, everyone must know safety, safety, safety first. Okay, understanding the safety, then firearm fundamentals on top of that, and then you can kind of progress within your skill set. But we like to say in the military, nobody outranks safety. Okay, and that's true, because once you do, mishaps happen, people get hurt or you get hurt, and we don't want that to happen. Look, this is an educational video. I want to put this out there because I don't see it often. People don't talk about it often, all the time, if not ever. Someone like me with my background, it's been thrown down my throat since day one, and I continue to preach it to my students, to everyone I talk to, all the time. So, first rule, always treat all firearms as if they are loaded. Okay, I don't care if you know for a fact it's unloaded, or if someone else was using a firearm, they passed it to you and you know 100% fact that it's unloaded. Doesn't matter. We treat all firearms as if they are loaded. That's rule number 1. Okay, here's an example. I have a firearm laying right here in front of me. Okay, slide lock back to the rear. I'm still gonna treat it as if it were loaded. I'm gonna have muzzle discipline. I'm gonna check visually and physically, checking the chamber and the mag well. So here, check, stick my finger in there, no brass. Okay, that's how I check as if it were loaded. Now, if the slide were forward, I can conduct a press check to see if there's brass. If there's no brass, I can lock it to the rear, visually and physically inspect it. Okay, kind of a little tip for newbies. If you guys are whatever at the range, or you guys are at home cleaning weapons, if someone were to pass you a weapon, lock the slide to the rear and set it down on the table or somewhere flat surface, and then another person could pick it up safely. Okay, handing it to people, newbies specifically, it can be dangerous, but if you're more advanced, then that's perfectly acceptable as well. But that's just a good little pro tip for beginners right there. Okay, rule number two, okay, never point your muzzle at anything you don't intend to shoot or destroy. Okay, pretty self-explanatory. Don't point your gun at anything you're not willing it to cause damage to. Okay, never point your muzzle at anything you're not willing to shoot or destroy, because that's what happens. That's what these things are meant to do. They're meant to inflict damage, meant to cause harm, and they will if people are negligent. Okay, so muzzle discipline at all times. I don't care, I'm in my house, you're on the range, I know it's unloaded again, I'm around people, I always keep this muzzle pointed in a safe direction, whether that be up in the air or facing down at the deck or the ground. Okay, I want to burn some safe direction. I don't just haphazardly point it at people or flag people. We don't do that. Okay, that's rookie stuff. That's people who don't know what they're doing. We need to be cognizant of this muzzle at all times. Okay, third rule, keep your finger straight and off the trigger until you're on target and ready to fire. Okay, here, this is my resting place for my I'm a right-handed shooter, so my trigger finger rests right here. Okay? Keep my finger straight and off the trigger until I'm on target and ready to fire. At the only point when I'm actually going to engage a target, a threat, does my finger go on the trigger. Okay? I keep it off at all times. That goes along with when I'm practicing muzzle discipline, never pointing at anything I don't want, willing to shoot or destroy. My finger is always straight and off the trigger until I'm on target ready to fire. Okay? Always, 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 always. There's no question about it. Okay? Rule number 4, be sure of your target, its backstop, and beyond. Again, self-explanatory. If I'm at a range or I'm shooting at some BLM land, indoor range, I always know where my target is, I'm engaging. I would know what behind it and what's beyond it. If I'm shooting a paper target into a berm, okay, what's on the other side of that berm? Are there other people shooting? Is it residential? Is there a possibility I may send a round downrange into, an apartment complex or where people live? I need to be cognizant of that. That goes along the lines of having muzzle discipline and not haphazardly just sending rounds downrange. I must know what's beyond the target. Okay, we always talk about target ID is critical. Okay, its backstop. What are we using for its backstop? Whether that be bullet trap, berm, wall, whatever your range facility has, and then beyond that. Okay, so we're always cognizant of these things. At no time do we ever break these rules whatsoever. Okay, if we get complacent, we get lazy, and we don't follow these rules to a T, accidents happen. Rounds go off. You see it all the time on YouTube, on social media, that people do ridiculous things at the range and they damn near kill themselves or someone else. Okay, it's very dangerous. So if you really look at these, where see these horror films online where these mishaps happen, just think to yourself, where in the chain of those fundamental safety rules did it break down? Because it did at some point. Okay, there's at no point guns that go off by themselves. Okay, the operator, it's usually operator error. So think about that. Remember those 4 firearm safety rules. Do not ever forget those things. It's just a quick video, a refresh. I'm always thinking about this thing. I've been doing this, shooting guns, for 15 plus years now, and even all the training I've done. I'm always a student. I'm always practicing fundamentals, because when push comes to shove, I'm going to fall back on my fundamentals all the time. Okay? Hope you like this video. Please subscribe to my channel. Hit that notification bell. Comment below. I appreciate all of you. KDS would be nothing without your support. Continue to follow. Continue to train safe. And I'll see you out there. Teams.